In 1895, with the arrival of the Japanese, the city of the Phoenix was to face its third great trial. After escaping Qing oppression, they faced the nightmare of excessive taxation once again. Tainan residents resisted the new regime and threatened to revolt. In a strange turn of events, it was a Presbyterian pastor who negotiated with the Japanese on behalf of Tainan.
在这段出城中间要见到日本将军这段时间，迄随时拢会去拄到危险。
A British missionary named Thomas Barclay, widely respected for his contributions to Tainan, led the negotiations. The success of the talks helped to further strengthen the trust between the Presbyterian Church and the people of Tainan.
因为台湾的时间是60年嘛，所以伊是死伫台湾，嘛葬伫台湾。 National Cheng Kung University, one of Taiwan's top schools and a model of Japanese architecture. Buildings erected by the Japanese dot the landscape of Tainan. They are recognizable by their Western design elements, including Baroque arches and columns. Amateur historian and writer Kenny Wang has spent more than 10 years studying Tainan's unique architecture. For him, each building is a piece of the puzzle of the city's history.
因为日本在做明治维新的一个这样子的运动，有太多的留学生，他到了外国西方的地方去学习的这种很漂亮的这种的西方的建筑。
Taiwan was Japan's first colony, and they used the island as a testing ground for new architectural ideas.
说这个土地所有的一些很多那时候的建筑啊，坦白讲是充满了野心、跟充满了创意、跟充满了想象力的。
Wang uses pen and paper to trace the trajectory of Japan's colonial dreams. He's drawn more than 100 of the area's buildings, which he then digitized for research and publication. Wang's work helps us better understand how Tainan's landscape was transformed by the Japanese.
所以我就仔细开始翻开那段的时候的整个殖民时代的一个整个历史，他发现呢，其实呢，对日本呢，他统治者而言呢，他其实拥有另外一个心态呢，在对这个岛屿呢，产生了另外一个他积极建设的一面。
The Japanese developed Tainan to meet the needs of a modern economy. But they didn't ignore aesthetic considerations. Along the boulevards, they planted phoenix trees. Today, the phoenix is the city's official tree and represents its regenerative strength. Memories of Japanese occupation are still vivid for those who lived through them. Some are still bitter, but many are grateful for the contributions made by the Japanese.
所以我说台湾的进步，你看别的国家经济发展是，他们也会有上有下，可是它的发展是微雨啊，就是波浪式的，会这样子。可是台湾的进步是跳跃式的。
While the debate continues on the legacy of the Japanese, it's hard to deny the many contributions they made to Tainan. After 50 years of colonization, Tainan was transformed into a model city. It had an advanced economy, infrastructure, and sophisticated agricultural methods. The city now faced the pressures of modernization and the opportunity to chart its own path. Huang Tianheng grew up during the Japanese occupation, when members of his family were high officials. After more than a century, he is still nostalgic.
做这个糖尿哦，叫做真大的资本啊！啊，咱台湾人都无遐有资本，伊去日本去做遐大菜饭。
Taiwan's tropical climate is ideal for growing sugar, but the crop was only grown in small quantities on family farms. In 1900, the Japanese brought in capital, machinery, and technology to develop the island's sugar industry. By 1939, Taiwan's annual sugar production had increased 20-fold and was ranked third in the world. Japan had successfully modernized Taiwan's education, economy, and infrastructure. Tainan and the character of its people had been remade over the 50-year occupation. Japan left its imprint on every aspect of Tainan life. It had become one of Asia's most global cities, but the city was still in search of an identity it could call its own. The bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki brought World War II to an abrupt end. Japan surrendered and was forced to give up Taiwan. But the island they left behind was far different from the one they had occupied half a century earlier.
到尾伊真有组织，拢用啊！伫当时后有船，阮这辈就要去吼，啊，就船大概是拢家人较济啦，啊，拢用啊，当地在办，啊，但是毋知伫当时咧导游懵卖啊，有诶是卖去看咱这边咧，讲起来是真可怜。
After living under 3 different masters, Tainan had gone from its tribal beginnings to being a global cultural mecca. The question it faced now was one of identity. After 3 centuries of being led by its oppressors, the city finally had the chance to define itself.